Hello everyone, welcome to machine design tutorial class. In this class we are going to discuss few problems based on the ball bearings. So in the first problem we are given with a ball bearing operates on the following work cycle. So in this work cycle, during the first part or first elements, the radial load is 3000 Newton, speed is 720 rpm, and this element remains 30% time of work cycle. And during the 50% time of work cycle, radial load is 7000 and speed is 1440 rpm, and the remaining 20% time of this work cycle, the radial load is 5000 Newton and speed is 900 rpm. So we given with dynamic load capacity of the bearing is 16.6 kilonewton, and we need to calculate the average speed of the rotation, second the equivalent radial load, and the bearing life. So in this problem we are given with a work cycle, and during work cycle radial load and speed is varying. So first of all we need to know the duration of work cycle, but in this problem we are not given with the duration of work cycle. So first of all we assume the duration of work cycle. So we can consider, or when we start the solution, we consider the duration of work cycle. So in this example we can consider the duration of work cycle as 1 minute. 1 minute. So after 1 minute the same situation will be repeated. So 30% time of 1 minute the load is 3000 Newton and speed is 720 rpm. So within the 30% of 1 minute, the total revolution we can calculate the number of revolutions during element number 1 element. So now within the 60 second it revolves with 720 rpm, and 30% of 60 we can calculate 60 multiplied by 0.30, 30% of 60 multiplied by 720 divided by 60. So if we solve this using the calculator, if we solve this, we'll end up with 216. So this is 216 revolutions. So during first element the bearing revolves with 216 revolutions. Similarly during the second element this is 50% time of 1 minute, because work cycle we assumed as 1 minute. So 50% time of 1 minute is 60 seconds multiplied by 50% of this and multiplied by 1440 divided by 60. So this becomes, if we use the calculator and we calculate, then this becomes 720 rpm, 720 revolutions. And for this 60 multiplied by 0.20 multiplied by 900 divided by 60. So this becomes 180 revolutions. 60 cancelled out, and 0.2 multiplied by 900 is 180 revolutions. So within the one element the total number of revolution is, if we add up these all number of revolutions during all elements, so total number of revolutions during work cycle is 216 plus 720 plus 180. So if we add these all, this would be 1116. So this is the revolution 1116 revolution within one work cycle, and one work cycle was of 1 minute. So the average speed is revolutions. So average speed is the average speed is 1116 rpm. So within 1 minute the total number of revolution was 1116. So average speed is 1116 rpm. So second we asked with, so this is the answer for first. Second we asked with the equivalent radial load. So we know if the radial load is varying during the number of cycles, so to find out the equivalent radial load, the formula is P equivalent is 1 by third power 1 cubic root of N1 P1 cube plus N2 P2 cube plus N3 P3 cube divided by N1 plus N2 plus N3. And here if we put the values P1 during the N1 rotations, so we know during the 216 revolutions the radial load was 3000, and next 720 revolutions, for 720 revolutions radial load was 7000, and for the next 180 revolutions radial load was 5000 Newton. So for at the place of N1 this is 216, and during the 216 revolution radial load was 3000 Newton and raised to power 3, plus N2 is 720, so this is 720, and radial load is 7000. And third, during the 180 revolutions radial load was 5000, so 180 multiplied by 5000 raised to power 3 divided by 216 plus 720 plus 180 and cubic root. So if we put these values in calculator and we solve, we'll get the P equivalent is so we get the value of P equivalent is equal to 6217.57 Newton. So this is the P equivalent. So equivalent radial load we have calculated. So this is the answer for second. Now in the third we asked to find out the bearing life. In the third we asked to find out the bearing life. So now we know the equivalent load and we can use the load life relationship. So from load life relationship we can write L10 is equal to C divided by P equivalent, and here we are talking about the ball bearing, so this is 3. And dynamic load capacity we are given with 16.6 kilonewton. So we know the C, we know the PE, so we replace the values. So this is 16.6 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 divided by P is 60 to 17.57 Newton and raised to power 3. So if we solve this would be 18.54 million revolutions. So this is the L10 life, means 10% bearing will fail after 18.54 million revolutions. So this is the L10 life, and if we want to convert in the hours, then L10 life in hours, there is a relationship we discussed in the yesterday lecture. So this is L10 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 divided by n multiplied by 60. So L10 is 18.54 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6, and average speed is 1116, and this is 60. So if we solve this using the calculator, we'll get a value of 276.94 hours. So this is the answer for third part. So this is how we can calculate this type of problems. So now we are given with the second problem is, the radial load acting on the ball bearing is 2000 Newton for the first 5 revolutions, and the radial reduces to 1500 Newton for the next 10 revolutions. The load variation repeats itself after that. The expected life of bearing is 20 million revolutions. Determine the dynamic load carrying capacity of the bearing. So this problem is also little bit same. So in this we can start with the solution. So first of all, we can find out the P equivalent, because for the first 5 revolutions load is 2000 Newton, and for next 10 revolutions load is 1500 Newton. So P equivalent can be find out using the same formula as we used in the last problem. So this is N1 P1 raised to power 3 plus N2 P2 raised to power 3 divided by N1 plus N2. So if we replace the values, N1 is 5, and during the first 5 revolutions load is 2000 Newton. So this is 2000, and N2 is 10 revolutions load is reduces to 1500 Newton. So this is 1500 raised to power 3 divided by 5 plus 10 cubic root. So if we solve this, we'll get the P equivalent equals to, this is 1953.8 Newton. So now we know the P equivalent, and we are given with the expected bearing life in million revolutions. So we can find out the dynamic load carrying capacity using the life and dynamic equivalent relationship, equivalent load relationship with life. So that formula was L10 life equals to C over P equivalent raised to power. If we are talking about the ball bearing, then this is 3. So from here we need to find out the C. So C equals to P equivalent multiplied by L10 life raised to power 1 by 3. So we are given with P equivalent is 1953.8, and L10 life is given as 20 million revolutions. So this is 20 and raised to power 1 by 3. So if we solve this, this would be 5303.43 Newton. So this is the dynamic load carrying capacity for this particular bearing. So this is our answer. So now we are given with third problem. In this problem, a ball bearing subjected to a radial load of 3000 Newton is expected to have a satisfactory life of 10,000 hours at 720 rpm with the reliability of 95%. Calculate the dynamic load carrying capacity of the bearing so that it can be selected from a manufacturer's catalog based on the 90% reliability. If there are 4 such bearings, each with reliability of 95% in a system, what is the reliability of the complete system? So in this we are given with reliability, we are given with the expected satisfactory life of 10,000 hours at 720 rpm with reliability of 95%. So L10 life, or in some books you may find L90 life, means 90% of the bearings survives or safe during that particular number of revolutions. So in this L9 95% means 5% bearings are failing during 10,000 hours and rotating at 720 rpm. So they are talking about L95 lives. So L95 lives given in the hours, so we can convert this L95 life in million revolutions. So to start with, we are given with L95 is equal to 60 multiplied by n, and L95 life in hours divided by 10 raised to power 6. So 60, n is given as 720 rpm. So 720 rpm. L95 life in hours is given as 10,000 hours. So this is 10,000 and divided by 10 raised to power 6. So if we solve this, this would be 432 million revolutions. So L95 life in million revolution is 432. And now there is a relationship between reliability and life. So we can use that relationship. So we can find out L95 divided by L10 life is equal to log E 1 by R95 divided log E 1 by R90 raised to power 1 by B. So B is a constant which is 1.17. So if we put the value in this, so this is log E 1 by divided by 0.95 and log base E 1 divided by 0.90 and power 1 divided by 1.17. So if we solve this using the calculator, we'll get the value is 0.5405. So the ratio of L95 to the L10 life is 0.5405. So by using this, we can calculate the L10 life because L95 life is already known to us. So now we can find out the L10 life. So L10 life is L95 life divided by this value. This is 0.5405, and now L95 life is 432 million revolutions. So if we replace this value 432 million revolutions divided by 0.5405, so this value becomes 799.26 million revolutions. So now we are with L10 life. L10 life is 799.26 million revolutions. So if we know the L10 life, then we can find out the dynamic load capacity, and dynamic load capacity and can be given as C equals to P multiplied by L10 life raised to power 1 by 3 if we are talking about the ball bearing. Otherwise this becomes 0.3 or 10 by 3. So from here P is given as 3000 Newton. P is given as 3000 Newton. So we can use 3000 and L10 is 799.26 and this is 1 by 3. So if we solve this, we'll get the dynamic load capacity C equals to 27,840.94 Newton. So this is the dynamic load capacity C. And now the system reliability given by system reliability RS given by reliability of bearing raised to power n. Here n is number of bearings. So in this there are 4 such bearings. We are given with 4 such bearings and we need to find out the complete system reliability. So RS is, R is given as 95%. So 0.95 raised to power 4. So this becomes 0.8145, means 81.45%. So this is the system reliability. So this is how we can solve this particular problem. So next problem, we are given with a system involves the 4 identical bearings, each bearing subjected to a radial load of 2500 Newton. The reliability of the system, that means 1 out of the 4 bearings failing during the lifetime of 5 million revolutions, is 82%. Here we are given with the system reliability, because in a system, if 1 bearing out of the number of bearings is failed, then system is considered as failed. So that system reliability is 82%, means out of these 4 bearings, 1 bearing fails after 5 million revolutions. So that reliability is 82%. Determine the dynamic load carrying capacity of the bearing so as to select it from the manufacturing catalog based on the 90% reliability. So now we need to find out the load carrying capacity according to 90% reliability. So first we are given with 82% reliability, and so we can find out, first of all we start the solution. We are given with system reliability RS is given by reliability raised to power number of bearing. So RS is given as, system reliability is given as 82%, means 0.82 equals to R raised to power n. N is given as 4 identical bearings, so n equals to 4. So if we solve this, we'll get R equals to 0.95, means reliability is for particular bearing is 95%. So now, so the life of L95 life, and here we need to find out according to reliability of 90%. So find out the dynamic carrying capacity. We need to know the L10 life. So here, according to our 95% reliability, means we are talking about the L95 life. So we can find out the L95 divided by L10 is equal to log E 1 by R 95 over log E 1 by R 90 raised to power 1 by B, and that B constant is 1.17. Or we solved this ratio in the last L95 or L10 in the one more problem, that was so in this problem we solved L95 over L10 and ratio was 0.5404. So we will use this ratio only. So this ratio is 0.54005. So we'll use this result here directly. So now the L95 life is given as 5 million revolutions. So from this 5 million revolutions we can find out the L10 life. So L10 life is L95 divided by 0.5405, and L95 life is given as 5 million revolutions, and this 82% reliability is system reliability, and for particular individual bearing we find out the reliability is 95%. Okay, so according to this 95%, the life is 5 million revolutions. So out of 5, if we find out the L10 life for a bearing, then 5 divided by 0.5405, and if we solve this, L10 is 9.25 million revolutions. So if now we need to determine the dynamic load carrying capacity of the bearing. So relationship between the dynamic load carrying capacity and L10 life is given by C equals to L10 and multiplied by P raised to power 1 by 3 if we are talking about the ball bearing. So this P is given as radial load is 2500 Newton. So this is 2500 Newton, and L10 is 9.25 raised to power 1 by 3. So if we solve this, we'll get up as 5247.92 Newton. So this is our answer. So here no need to confuse between the system reliability and bearing reliability, particular bearing. In the system there are 4 bearings and each is subjected to 2500 Newton radial load, and after 5 million revolutions the system will fail and the reliability of system is 82%. So in this, if instead of the system, if we are rotating only one bearing, so reliability of the bearing or chances of bearing is to fail within the 5%, 5 million revolution is 5% only. So this is the life of particular bearing, which is L95 life. This is 5 million revolution, and now we can find out the L10, and using the L10 life we can find out the dynamic load carrying capacity. So this is how we can solve this type of problems. So thank you.